Hello everyone and welcome to Jim's Code Corner. My name is Jim Belcher. I know it's been a while since my last video. Unfortunately, it is the flu season. My entire family got it. Started a new job and that got pretty demanding. So I think I'm back settled in, back to where I should be now. So hopefully I'll get back to making new videos every week. Um, like I said, it's been a while, so I'm trying to remember the last thing we did. I'm pretty sure what we did was we actually set up our database in Liquibase, so that as we create our service, it automatically make changes to our database for us, database migrations and whatnot. So looking at our Trello board here and the task we were working on, the view cards available within the application, it looks like we have a couple tasks done. We have set up the card service already, and I know we did that with Travis CI, and we put Sonar on there for our code quality. And as I just mentioned, we did our database setup with Liquibase. I have this task here, set up Liquibase. It's already set up, but we're actually going to write some scripts here to build the database or the tables we need to accomplish the goal of this task now. So I could mark this as complete because database or Liquibase is technically already set up, but I'm just going to lump that into it. So that's what we're going to go over this video. So we're going to create our database table in the correct context and everything like that. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to go into STS. And now one thing you will remember that we have our card service hooked up to Eureka. And since I'm working locally, I don't want it going out trying to register every time. I don't want to have Eureka running in the background. That gets old really quick. So what I'm actually going to do in my application properties here is I'm actually going to turn it off. So Eureka dot client dot I believe it's just enabled, yeah. And I'm just going to turn out the false. There we go. So now when I turn my application on, it shouldn't reach out to try to register that every single time. Okay, so now we can go ahead and get started. Oh, actually the other thing we need to do is this Liquibase context here. I'm going to change that. I'm going to change that to dev. So for develop. Because we're no longer using that demo script that we created last time. Okay. So part of the 001 here, we have this create table here, which works in, as you remember, the demo context. We can leave that here. It ain't going to hurt anything, just because we're not going to run that context. So that's fine. So we're just going to lump all our changes here into this this folder here. So our next one here, we're actually going to create a new file. We're going to call this file create cards table .xml. I'm actually going to go ahead and copy this because it does have a lot of the boilerplate code that I need. So make things a little easier. So we're going to, as I usually do with the ID, because the ID has to be unique, I was going to match the name of the file. So cards table. I am the author. The context is going to be dev. So the table name is going to be cards. Auto increment. This is where things are going to get a little trickier. I am not going to do an auto increment here because I am going to attempt to use a UUID with this. It's a personal preference. It's just a little security thing. It gets in my back of my mind here that if I use an auto incremented number, like 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on, and someone intercepts one of my requests, and the ID happens to be in the URL, and we're one in the body of my request. If they want to manipulate someone else's stuff, all they can try to do just putting a different ID in there, and they'll know exactly what to put in there because it's obviously just an incremented number. So with a UID, it's like a random string. Odds are they won't be able to figure that one out exactly what to put in there. So it's just a little security thing. I mean, obviously in the back end, I'm going to do a check, make sure the person who's making the request has permission to make the change. But it's just something in the back of my mind. It's just a little thing that you can add just to make it a little better. So with that being said, I'm going to make this a varchar, and a UUID by standard is 36 characters. So nullable, no. Primary key, true. Primary key name, no. I'm just going to stick with ID. Oh, primary key name. Wow. We're going to go with cards ID. Okay, so that's our first column. So I think we're gonna need let's go back to the story here. We need to be able to see a few things here. The card's name, an image, and a price. So we're just gonna make it as simple as that for now. If we need to make changes, we'll make the change when the story comes. For now, that's all the story's been written for. So in the idea of doing things more agile, let's just do as needed. So let's create a column. The name will be name. The type, I have no idea how long these names are going to be, so let's just go with a just normal 255 for now. If we have to make a change later, we can make a change later. Not a huge problem. And we'll put some constraints on this. Nullable will equal false. We can't have a card without a name. And I think that's going to be it for now. Oops, I don't want to do that. Excuse me while I'm typing, if you see me make some silly keyboard mistakes. They have me using a Windows machine at work, and I'm using a Mac here at home, so we keep switching back and forth. And the shortcut commands are a little different. Alright, so name, we also needed a picture, which obviously I'm not going to store an actual picture here in the database. I'm going to put a path to the picture, or the picture name. So I'm just going to put it as picture. And once again, I'm just going to put a varchar 255 for now. Once again, if I need to change it, I can change it later. I am going to make this nullable, because if I don't have an image to put in there for the card, I could put just some stock photo in for now. And that should be enough. And let's do one more. And it was for price. So we'll say price. We will make this a decimal. And I guess this really can't be a null, but we'll say nullable will be false. Okay, that should create our table. Pretty simple. Let's see what it looks like. Make sure we didn't get any errors. I am kind of just live coding, if you will, without the actual live part. Kind of doing everything off memory here. Normally I have a screen in the background that I can kind of reference, but I don't have that in this case. So let's go ahead and run it and see what happens. So Gradle boot run. And while this is loading, of course, everyone, please, thank you for subscribing and your comments. If you need to see anything, please just let me know. You can shoot me an email. I always put my email always in the description. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. I really appreciate it. Okay, so it's running. You'll notice it didn't make out the reference call to Eureka, or register call to Eureka, because we disabled that, so I don't have to worry about that erroring out on us. And we'll see that's running on port 8080 here. I don't really care that's running. I'm not going to hit anything. I don't have an endpoint hit. All I really care about is the database. And I don't think I actually cleared my database before I ran that, so it might have an extra table here. It does. For some reason, it's called table test. That is not what I expected. Let's go ahead and clear it out, and we'll try rerunning it. I think it's because, oh, actually, I do know what the problem is. I'm still going to clear this out, but it was a silly mistake. Let's go ahead and drop these tables. And we'll go back to the code. I forgot to teach my master, or my changelog, about that file. So we'll include file create underscore cards table.xml. Be our relative. Oh. True. That'll bother me. Okay. And So this change master should already know about that change log file, so we should be good now. So let's try that once again. I'll go ahead and turn this guy off and rerun it. And what we shouldn't see that test table, but we should see our new table, which our cards table. All right, there we go. So we'll go over to Workbench. I will refresh my cards database. We'll see we have some tables, one of them being cards. Let's go ahead and go to edit mode so we can see it. And we'll see we have our varchar 36, we have a name, we have picture, and we have price. I'm probably going to have to change this price because I'm pretty sure that's not quite what I want here. I'm pretty sure I want 10.2. So we'll have to modify that. And so I don't have all the little nuances of Liquibase on the top of my head. I'm pretty sure it's as easy as doing this. So let's go ahead and drop those tables. If this doesn't work, then I will pause the video. I will find the answer real quick, and I will be right back. So let's try this real quick, and we'll see what happens. I might get lucky. 10.2, by the way, allows you to have 10 digits in front of the decimal point and 2 behind. So give me that. We'll look quick at the dollar amount. Okay, running, and we're good. So I'll refresh here. There we go, 10.2. Perfect. We'll notice that the picture is nullable. Price is not. So if I were to insert something in, let's go ahead and insert something so we can actually see it. So you will notice that the ID will not auto increment. I'll have to manually put something in. There's no point to put anything in there. That's not going to demonstrate anything. So it's not. All right. Well, I think that's it for this video. We have our table. We're ready to go. Liquibase is working as expected. So next video, I think we're going to create our endpoint that we can use to get these. So we will put, well, let's go ahead and put some dummy data in here real quick, just because we need some UUIDs. So let's create some insert statements. Let's try doing that. So this, I might find this a little tricky. So let's do insert. I lied to you guys. I'm not done with you. Insert into cards. ID. Name. Picture. I'm not going to have any pictures in this inserts, but will need the other information in order to be able to pull it from as part of this card. Values. Let's do, I believe there is a function. Yes, UUID. That's what I was looking for. Perfect. Name. If you're watching and you're a Pokemon fan and I misspell anything, I apologize. Don't really have these on the top of my head here. We'll keep that null. And let's see, Pikachu, he's worth $10. Well, let's make him $100 just because I know who he is. And I'm going gonna copy this section. Let's get some three. Let's give 3 cards in place. All right. So let's see who else. Who else do I know about? I know about this one guy. Let's see, Charizard. He sounds pretty cool. I think it's like a dragon type thing. So we'll do that. And what's another popular one? How about Squirtle? I've heard of that one. And we'll make him 10. We'll make him $1. Okay. Oh, see, now I go hitting save buttons instead of run buttons. Okay. So let's go and try that. See if it looks like something. Oh, I got an error here. Testing cards does not exist. Oh. Yeah, obviously. So set as my default schema. And I actually got pause video just for 1 moment. Okay, sorry about that, everyone. Had a phone call I had to take. So we were populating our database as per the story. We are actually pulling data out, so we actually need data in there in order to pull it out. So what we're going to do is we're just going to run this script now. This insert statement. It should create UUIDs based on this MySQL function here. So we're lucky that exists. So let's go ahead and run that. All right, ran successfully. Let's go ahead and clear the database, see what we got. And we see we got some UUIDs here. Oh, wow, I thought these were the exact same for a second. I was like, how was that even possible? Okay. Wow. All right. And we see we got our names, we got our prices, and we ain't got no pictures yet, but that's fine. I might just go ahead and actually, yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and change it. Say pick1.png. And we'll do pick2.png. I could just put that in the script, but I want to leave one of those null just so we can see that. So, okay, now I believe I'm all done with you guys. I believe that's all I got. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'm glad to be back doing videos again. It's been a while. I kind of missed it, but it was nice watching all the views coming in and your comments coming in, and a few emails I got. So, once again, don't forget to hit subscribe. Turn on notifications so you know when I'm creating new videos. Don't forget to like and share. All right, and all right, guys, thank you very much, and until next time.